go there, like,
She wants to get married, everybody's still working on it. But I come with her pretty much the time. Stuff with Joe off and on, help with her. So we see each other quite a like that. So we had a food truck. I had to care for a lot. And if I in my life, it's someone that I want to be with. Yeah, I'm marriage date with people. But she was always so she can't figure out this growing up life. Especially her father just died recently. Her father, who she loved so much, boyfriend she had. And
I'll leave that for the rest of
What's your neighbors? You know, we're charging a little bit more for our DVDs this year. I know I gave you a really great deal last year, but it's more expensive for us this year. So we're doing one for $5, 2 for $8, 3 for $10. And most of this stuff.
when he said when from the inside. When his dad retired, when he said, "Don't judge me for my politics, judge me on my
That's running on 12 volts, like 100 million.
After started doing activism on the street, the weird change in San Francisco started, which was pretty much, like raped and started doing a lot of activism on the street.
Nice shirt. Looks good. Resist.
Disobey. Do not comply. I will not give in anymore.
You won't comply?
I will not comply.
Okay. Good. You've been doing this for what? 5 years? 4 years?
Since, well, I started out in the tax truth movement. That was in 1996, and from there, I had a video on VHS tape of this guy named talking to a tax advocate group. He was a taxpayer's best friend. His name was Ron Paul. And I thought, who is this guy talking about how they do this and they do that in Congress? And I'm, wait a minute, isn't this guy a congressman? Isn't he like, dude? And everyone's like, no, this guy's different. And then after a while, people started going, this guy's going to run for president, man. And then right around 2005, when Aaron Russo made the film Freedom to Fascism, people started saying that this guy actually might run for president. And right around 2006, people started having conference calls about it. When he announced he was running, all of a sudden, this thing called Meetup popped up, and there were all these meetup groups everywhere. Actually, I didn't know what Meetup was. I was on a conference call, and people were like, I'm like, is there people in the Bay Area that are doing this? And they're like, well, go to Meetup. Like, what? What's that? They're like, meetup.com. Like, oh, okay. And then we started a group in San Francisco. It was actually the San Francisco Oakland Paul and then it started from there, and met a lot of people within the movement, and also there were a lot of people who were 9/11 truth movement that were coming and saying, okay, what are we going to do? let's not talk about it. What are we going to do? Let's get out there on the street and start doing stuff. So we did. Every Saturday, we had a table at the farmers market in San Francisco at the Ferry Building every Saturday for like 2 years, man.
It's a long time.
And so we had to start out with a small table, and this kind of grew into this. And like actually, the stuff that we have, we can actually fit on 2 more tables. This is only like maybe half of the stuff.
Wow.
And that's kind of like, and so this is the Liberty Coalition corner right here. We have Foster Again Will Thrive right here. Foster's the speaker speaking, and this is the San Francisco Tesla Society.
Yeah.
California Citizens for Health Freedom.
Yeah, we got a little corner here. Huh?
Yeah, it's kind of, and that's what people are doing now. We're coalitions of getting the word out and activating people to go out and do the same, and waking people up. And it's quite interesting to see where we started out at, where people were like so asleep, and now you hear conversations about this topic when you're not even saying anything. Like you'll go into a restaurant, you hear other people talking about this kind of stuff. It's like the conversations and the dialogue has grown now, especially with the economic situation being that it is.
You're right.
And so there's been a paradigm shift, and this is a good thing. But what I think is really good is that we're not just all arguing about what who's who and putting a label on, like you guys are the libertarians, or you guys are the truthers, and you guys are the conspiracy guys. Or we're all coming together and saying like we all agree on this for sure, that we need to do something about this. And coming to an even ground with other people who all agree on their natural freedom, to have their natural freedom, and that's where really the the movement has exponentially grown, because the guys like that right there.
Who is that? Brian? Brian Hall?
Yeah, Brian Hall,
The guy who
producer of Conspiracy Conference.
puts all this together, makes it all possible, right?
But
One of the
the
people.
conversation has grown to other groups, and this is a good thing. And people are taking to the streets. As things get more and more complicated here in America, then more and more people are looking for answers on what's going on, and that's what I think the people here are really there for, is to bring this out to other people that way, because a lot of people are asking questions, and there is only one thing I know totally for sure on this, especially here at Conspiracy Conference, right, is that I don't know everything, and there's still a lot to learn, but I do know that more and more people are wanting to know, what's really going on. And if you look at the definition of apocalypse, it's an awakening of knowledge. Look it up, the definition of apocalypse. Now, if you want to say there was an apocalypse in 2012, well, yeah, you can say that there is an awakening of knowledge happening right now, and that's what I call the paradigm shift. And it is happening. If you're looking at this, that's evidence of it. So, continue to do this, because once it gets to that quantum level, there's you cannot stop the shift, and this is where planet, and a lot of people say in America, this is where it has to happen. because Americans are kind of unique that way. You know, the final frontier is your consciousness and your free will, and they would love to be able to control that factor. But that's one thing that we have a lot of power on, and people are using that and waking up to. Good things to do.
Okay, man. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
And every time he votes, that's where you have to look at.
Right,
So you have to politic in Washington. You have to back Ron.
Smells good. Okay, day one of the Conspiracy Con 2013 is a wrap. We were able to talk to Richard Gage and talk to some other people too. And I'm just very thankful for everything that Richard Gage has done. And I'm glad that I finally was able to get on record his view about the Judy Woods theory and the mini nuke theory. So hope you enjoy.